Okay guys, PD Tech here with a little challenge for you. The challenge is longest flight time from 100% to the first low battery warning, and that kicks in around 20%. So post your videos, see what you can get. I think I got about 21 minutes 30. So, and I'm flying around as well. We've got like pretty breezy conditions. It's well over 10 miles an hour, probably 12 miles an hour wind. Temps just over 10 degrees centigrade here. So let me know what you got. Post your videos and see if you can beat my my flight time. So remember, that's 100% down to 20%. When the first low battery warning kicks in, when you get that sound. And you got to fly around as well. I'm not doing a stationary hover test or indoor or nothing like that. Okay, take care guys, bye bye for now. Okay guys, this is my challenge video, and I'm throwing down the gauntlet and setting the bar quite low really, and we're just about to take off, so we're launching. So if you check out the timer where the little M symbol is, we took off at 1 minute there, so we'll have to factor that in at the end. So we're just hovering there, just making sure I've got enough satellites, just climbing a little bit. And it's a really breezy location here. The wind's probably between 10-12 miles an hour. Just checking on the map, always a good idea to check it on the map. Yeah, like I say, the wind's about 10-12 miles an hour, and I've got temperatures well below 5 degrees. This is in the first week of January. We had horrendous weather all through January, and it was a really grim day, very grey, but it was a calm day, and my battery was charged up, and I was basically just burning my battery off really, getting it down to a reasonable level to store it for a bit, because we were having horrendous storms through January. So I'm taking it out, probably get to around 180 meters, something like that, and actually get a weak signal warning there, just there, which was quite strange. So just over 200 meters there, bring it round. Actually do a little return to home test here. So it's a long press on the return to home button on the controller. It's going to start bleeping here a little bit. So I've condensed this video down to just over 7 minutes, and I've speeded up this section. So the flight is basically unedited. I've not cut anything out. I've just speeded up the middle section. So it rises to about 35 meters there. That's the set altitude that you put in your settings. And you can actually move the gimbal around as me coming into land. So it's a short press to cancel the land. Yeah, you can move the gimbal around during return to home, up and down, and you can yaw the aircraft as well. So I'm just trying that FPV mode here, which I've not tried before. I've tried that on the Bebop, where the horizon tilts when you're flying around, but it's not as good as the Bebop. The Bebop does a lot better job. It's a bit sort of snappy, and not very gradual. It's either on or off, do you know what I mean? It's not a smooth, flowy sort of feel. So I'm flicking it around here. This is 3 times speeded up, by the way. It is actually quite nimble. It is quite fast. I'm in P mode all the way, by the way. So the rules of the challenge, basically, it's the longest flight time from 100% down to the first battery warning at 20%. And you got to fly around, you know, not just to hover. And let's see some altitude as well. I mean, I got up to 35 meters, little droney there, look. I'm not staying very low to the ground, I'm up and down, like I say, I went up to about 35 meters there. So I'm just flicking it around, I'm just burning the battery off here basically. I was making sure, looking around, you notice me having a look around there. It's a good idea to just have a look around your surroundings, make sure you're not flying over anybody. I'm just doing some low passes, and the battery's doing really well at this point. Yes, the first part of the battery discharges really slowly. It being a lithium-ion battery, but the discharge curve on the lithium-ion is very, very gradual. So when it's fully charged, you get a good power from the battery. But as the battery slowly discharges, then it becomes a lot weaker. You know, it's not like a LiPo where it suddenly drops off right at the end. I'm just playing around with the EV value there just to try and get a good photo. There's some really good sky behind me. I was just trying to get a good photo there. And you can lock it, of course, in the bottom right corner there when you get the value that you're happy with. So we're coming up to 50% battery, and the timer on the right is 14.5 minutes. So don't forget, we started at a minute, so we've got to take a minute off that. So it's actually 13.5 minutes. So we're whizzing this around. Now don't forget, the first 50% of the battery is going to go a lot slower than the last 50% of the battery on a lithium ion battery, because the discharge curve is so gradual. They do a lot better in the cold weather than a LiPo. But with a LiPo battery, the discharge rate is pretty much constant all the way almost to the end of the battery, and then it just drops off suddenly. So you've got virtually all the power available to you on a LiPo. So don't forget, they're slightly different on a lithium-ion battery. So when you're doing any long-range flights, always bear that in mind. Fly out into the wind if you can, so you've got the wind helping you on the way back. That's a good tip for you. A lot of these flyaway videos I see, and where people lose their Mavics or where they crash at long distance, is due to coming back into a really heavy, strong wind, and it hasn't got the power to get through it, basically. So just bear that in mind. So I'm spinning this around, and by this time my fingers are getting cold. I just want to go home, and I just want to bring the Mavic Mini in. But I'm thinking, I'll just fly this out. I'll just fly this around till the low battery warning at 20%. So that's where this challenge ends, at 20%. So I've got 25% battery at the moment. We'll just turning the gimbal right down, looking down below. And we've got a good flight time there on the right. It's well over 20 minutes flight time. There's a low battery now, 20%. So that's it now. So that's 22.19 with a low battery warning came on. Take away the minute, 21.19, my total flight time. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and let's see what your Mavic Mini can do. Okay guys, take care, bye bye for now.